This part work has been supplied to me free of charge from Fanhome.com. Please pop along to their website and see all of the other build-up part works that they have to offer, as well as other collections of collectible things. I would like to thank Fanhome for providing me with the part work so I can produce these videos for your enjoyment and educational needs. If you'd like to build one of your own, pop along to fanhome.com. They're available in many countries worldwide. If you do want to build one, leave a note in the comments to let me know how you're getting on, and let me know how I'm getting on as well. I'd like feedback of all types. So thank you once more to Fanhome for providing me with this kit. I hope you enjoy the build. Let's get on with it. Hello, I'm Chris, this is Gross Models, and a very, very warm welcome to the final issue, issue 100 of Build Your Own R2-D2. Look at him in all his glory, there he is. There's actually no fluff at all in this issue. This issue is all building stuff. In the following pages, you'll find out how to finish building R2, install his batteries, and turn him on. With that done, you'll be able to unlock his full potential. Not the rocket engines, he doesn't do them anymore. You haven't got those. They don't do that as an add-on pack. So, in this issue, we are supplied with the mains wiring, the mains plug and mains adapter, some more wires, more cable tidies, some plastic studs for putting in the thing, which I haven't done any of yet. I'll do that after as well. And the sticker for the switchboard, except the sticker is, for some reason, in apparently Polish. I don't know why, but there we go. So this is how we find R2 so far with his back off. We're going to be plugging that in and attaching other cables to that. So we'll get that done. Attaching the labels to the cable labels, and then wiring him up, cable tidies and things, putting it in the way, then putting the head in place, and then wiring them all up. And then finally putting his back panel in place with the speaker in the back. All done. That is that. Offer up the panel, fitting it all the way forwards until it's flush. Completed assembly. It doesn't say about screwing it together. It does say about screwing it together. It's not really a finishing touch, is it? Putting the last few screws in. But yeah, there we go. So that is that. We should get all that done. Install his lightsaber and everything as well. And when he's actually finished, we get to power him up. Now, there's a special technique to powering up for the first time. I shall testing and preparing the batteries, which we did in 92. So I've done that already. So we're getting plugged in, getting powered up, and activate him and see what happens. And then we can look at it. We can use the buttons on the front of him. We can use the app. There are, I think, voice controls, but it doesn't seem to mention that on there at all. But we'll figure it. I never got the voice controls to work reliably on my original R2, so they may have not bothered doing that with that. But there is voice recognition. There you go. It's still an option in the app, and facial recognition as well. So it'll actually look at you and track your face with the video camera. So that is to come. That's the last bit. Last time you'll look at the magazine itself. So I shall see you with probably a slightly different camera angle, trying to get most of what I'm doing actually in shot. So, see you soon. So, the parts supplied in the final issue, as well as the cable tie labels that we didn't use last time. We have the mains adapter, which has the socket that suits the bottom of R2. It's not an actual plug socket on there. We get the UK version. You probably get a different one if you're in a different part of the world. But obviously that simply connects on, bayonets on there, bayonets on, in which there's a little catch there as well. So you take it off. Got to go on that way round. Does fit. It says open and lock. So you've got to put it on. Must be further around than that. Can't get it to line up. I'm sure it does. Fits in there. That one's got to fit down there, isn't it? Oh no, I'm trying to do it upside down, aren't I? There we go. That way up. I'll go in about there we go, and then locks around in place like so. So the plug wire comes upwards, which is strange. It's unusual in a lot of plugs in the UK, but there we go. That's that. I shall put that aside and keep that for when he needs charging up, which isn't yet, because the batteries are fully charged at the moment. This is the label for the inside, which I will not be putting on because I don't talk Polish. Yeah, it's got 6 buttons on the front, and I'll figure out what they do. One says Wi-Fi, so it's definitely turn the Wi-Fi on and off. We'll figure out what they are, but I won't be using that. There's probably a replacement. I can probably request a replacement be sent out, but he's done now. I shall figure out what button does which and then not use him again anyway. So there we go. We have, this is the extension for the speaker on the back because it's not long enough. And we've got these two that we shall be putting the labels on momentarily before I bring in the body himself to plug in. This one has the C in to go onto it. So we've got the in labels. Go onto that. There. And on the other end of that as well, just so you know which end's which when you plug it in. C in, we don't need to redo the extension lead. And C out, sorry, not C out, H out, I think on this one. Yeah, H out, we head out. Don't know what the C is. I can get that connected on. There we go, that one on there, that one on that side. And the only other thing supplied in this issue are the plugs for covering over R2's many holes, which I shall use once I've made sure everything works, because I don't want to have to pick out sockets. I've got a collection of those in my box and in the big box of spare parts as well, for adding those at a later date once everything works, because I haven't done any of them on the legs or anything. So that's that. I will need the screwdriver when I come to screw things together, but mostly it's going to be connecting up plugs and wires for now. So let me bring in the body, plug everything together, and change the camera angle. Okay, here we have the new angle. So we can see where we're connecting things up. We've got the extension lead to plug in first. Simply goes in, the only one that's got the 2 sockets, the speaker. There. Somewhere. I can get it twisted around the right way. Cable wants to go the other way for some reason. There we go, that's that there. Oh, that's going to escape. I shall use a pair of tweezers and do that in a moment. We need to get these 2 cables attached together. So we stretch those out like so and use the cable tie. Get them together, one white and one red on either end. And that is going to go round there, that way round, like that, and constant wrapping, just like we did on the other one last time, just to keep these 2 together. These are the ones that are going to connect between the body and the head. That's why they need to be together and out of the way. Now, while I've got this angle, you still can't see it. I did make an error. I should have had these leg connections going through the shoulder joint there, but I didn't, and I can't be tracing it all down, unplugging each of those, both sides, and sorting it out. But I have tucked them away so they're sort of in the corner there, out of the way. They're not going to get caught by the head or anything as it goes round, so I'm not concerned about that. So there we have this getting wrapped around there. I'll finish that off camera, and then that one end of this is plugged into there. Obviously those 2 empty sockets there, the red and the white, and the same in the head. I'll get the head one connected because that's the one it says to plug in first. It does say use some cable ties around the braces as well. So I'll get that all done. And then we'll see about putting the head on there and then wiring it all together. Okay, here we have the head. As you can't quite see because it's too close, but I've plugged in the wires. I've cable tied this down onto there. As said, got the spindle in there, and this is going to go in there. So that's the tricky bit. You've got to get this wire bundle here through this D-shaped protector and then down through the body there, and then it plugs in down there, and then we've got everything good to go. So let's get that turned over, arranged and sorted out. So this is the front of R2. So we've got him that way round, holding everything, getting the wires in the right place. Through there. Apologies that you probably can't see very much of this either, but you know, that's what we're dealing with when you're building him. You can build him in a bigger environment, no doubt. So there's that in there. We can feed that through while getting that post in there and lowering away that through there properly, and at some point that will lock down when that goes over the post there, which it hasn't yet. It should at some point. It should have before now, I'm sure. Why is that not there? I think it might not be quite. There we go. That's gone down there, and that's locked in place on that post. And the motor obviously will rotate in any direction. That's not a problem. It's just getting that in there. It's the position of the bits on the bar that will tell it how far the head will rotate around. It'll go to there and stop, and obviously the same in the other direction. There we go. That's coming to a stop there. So that's R2 able to look fully backwards and forwards. And that, I shall get these plugged in. I'm going to need to bring in some extra light to do that because I've just blocked off all of my above light from this. Get that plugged in there. I shall then get the extension lead plugged into the back on the speaker. Put that back in place, and then it will come time to fit the batteries and make sure it works. So, wiring, connecting, and the testing. I shall see you for. Okay, so there he is in all his glory, installed, batteries fitted. The one thing you have to do is plug him in. It says you have to plug it in, turn it on, leave it for a couple of seconds, turn off and unplug both ends. Pretty sure you only need to unplug the end that's connected to him, but there we go. Let's try this. Turn him on and leave him for a couple of seconds. And then turn it all off and turn everything off. It says you have to do that to activate him. If you don't activate him, then it won't work. I'm a little bit worried that nothing lit up while I was doing that though, but let's... Yeah, there's something not right. So, because I'm doing this, obviously, not live, but live, recorded live, I shall disappear. I shall check through things and see if I can figure out exactly what's up with him. The batteries are in the right way round. They were charged up. That should be it, but let's check it and see. When the ferry turned on, R2 was able to start moving, place him safely on the floor. Yeah, I was aware that he might jump, but he didn't. But right, let me come off camera, try and figure out exactly what's what, and go. Right, as you can see, I have it working. There's one thing I forgot to do. Let's turn him on. The bottom button here is the power button. I forgot that there's a mains power switch underneath, which is obviously on now. But there's also a power button there. So yeah, remember to press that, and it just started working. I did have everything okay. So yeah, that's how R2 is and how he is. We've got buttons that do different things. I can't remember what they do, and my Polish is not up. So I'm going to press a couple and see what happens. Obviously, he can't move at the moment because he's only on the bench. But I think the first one makes him... Yeah, that makes him move places, which I'm not going to do. The second one activates his arms. The third one is his lightsaber. Look, it's up there. Obviously not his lightsaber, but yeah, that goes in and out. The fourth and fifth, I think, is to do with setting up the Wi-Fi bit for the app control, which I shall get connected up and make sure works. Now, I did have a question posted on one of my older videos by Raheem. Apologies if I'm not pronouncing that correctly. Who moved and lost his charger. I'll put a picture up here of the information bit on the bottom of the charger, so you can see what's that. It does say that you can check everything using the online user guide, which is online user guide at fanhome.com, as well as instructions you can read on screen or download. Handy checklists of voice commands and things in there as well. So yeah, that's where you can find out. It does tell you when you're charging him, the indicator light changes colour depending on how charged and everything he is. So I shall get the app connected to him, and we'll see what I can get him to do from that. Right, for some reason I can't get the app to work on my phone. It is a Apple phone, iOS 16, as it said. But yeah, I shall dig out an older phone and see if I can get that working on there. Maybe a problem going down the line. I don't know. It might be that they just need to update it. But either way, I have found on the Fanhome site the online R2 users guide. So let's have a flick through that. We'll see what it says. It says you can go straight to it. It's an interactive page. Click on any topic to go straight to the section indicated, apparently. That looks like it's just going to be text. Yeah, that's not actually a live thing. It's just a PDF thing. So yeah, there we go. Understanding R2, all of the things on there you can read at your own intention. There we go. We were saying about the charging. Microphone picks up rear status display green and yellow. Does it say what it does? Fix the speaker, charge socket. Yeah, it tells you the buttons. Button 1 is patrol. 2 is arms and lightsaber, as we knew. Pairing, connection mode, switch mode, and power on and off. So yeah, there we go. So it tells you how to use all of those. The red light will come on and it'll jerk forward when you turn him on. Short press on off, long press force shut down. Not shut down the force, but you know. Red light will come on, head will rotate, front status will turn purple, rear display green and yellow. Yeah, all the displays come on when using the app. iOS 11 or higher it says, which I was using, but there we go. I shall delete and re-download it. See if that works. If not, I shall dig out an older phone. Wi-Fi direct mode. I'm never able to get the Wi-Fi to work through my router for some reason, but can't do anything with that until obviously get it connected. You do need a smartphone to get it to work properly. Might be able to do the voice control with it. I'm not sure. Direct Wi-Fi is yeah, just to connect up again. Local Wi-Fi is going through the router, I think. So yeah, you've got to program it, tell it your router, give it your password. It's not Skynet. You don't have to worry too much about it. That connecting local Wi-Fi continued. Troubleshooting. Reconnecting local Wi-Fi, because once you turn it off, he sort of forgets, but it's easy enough to tell him once he remembers things. Video mode. You do need to have them connected in Wi-Fi anyway. You do need the app to make all of it work. Manual control. There you go. You probably don't need the phone for that. I know you do need the phone for that, but yeah, it's just to control him manually, not with your phone manually rather than directly manually. Information about the apps. It will tell you the battery level in the app. There you go. That's how you know exactly what it's like. Shutting down from that. Face recognition. Pick out your face and respond to it using the camera, and voice recognition as well. Photo gallery, obviously, when you can take pictures using his camera. Charging. There we go. That's the bit that you're going to need to know. You'll need charging. The app tells you it needs charging as well. Plug it in. the front display will slowly flash purple if he's powered up while he's being charged. When he's fully charged, it will turn blue. So yeah, there you go. That will tell you all the different modes for all the different things. The status displays on the app. Voice controls, you can say dance, lightsaber, patrol. There we go. Custom finishing, you can make him look filthy dirty. I made my original one look a bit weathered, not nearly that bad. But this one I'm going to keep nice and shiny. And that is the last page of it. So there we go. The weathering kit is available through the website apparently, so you can get their own weathering kit, which has got the sort of sands and metallic finishes to make him look a bit battered, which does look pretty cool, I must admit. But there we go. So that's that. I shall see if I can get the app. Well, I'll get the app working one way or the other and show you some more of his functions in just a minute. It works. I've deleted the app and then re-downloaded it. I've also renamed him R2-D3 because obviously the other one's R2-D2. I can't have two R2-D2s. Yeah, you just stand there quietly out of the way. So it works. It does things. We can use manual control to make him turn left, turn right, turn around, go forward, shake head. He makes noises as well. I know you can't see him. I shall record him doing these things. Actually, I'll record him doing these things, and cleverly, through the magic of editing, I shall put him in the corner up there doing these things. So, yeah, let's see if I can get that to work. You can control him manually and just get his head to turn a bit one way or the other. You can turn him himself one way or the other, forwards and backwards. The movements might not match up. Turn around obviously does all that. Walk in a circle, dance, lightsaber, play hologram. I'll get him to do that in a moment. Arms, obviously just open and close his arms. The LCDs you can turn on and off. But obviously it's more fun to have them on, isn't it? That's the way it works. Can't turn him around on that. Patrol obviously makes him patrol. Other than that, you do have other features on here. The app lets you check things. Paired devices. Has it got both? No, because I deleted the app. I might be able to repair the other one as well, although I've only got one set of batteries. That is that. You can change the language settings for it, and obviously things like that in there. Video control. There we go. You get an inside look of what you can see. So R2 himself. Sneak preview of me doing my stuff. Hello. Yeah, so you can control him and even keep track of him as he's doing his thing, going around. You can control him from that. You can record videos like this one that I'm recording now. I don't remember if it records audio. We'll find out. See ya. And you can take snapshots like that one. So that is the app working. I don't know how to get out of this. Guess I can just do that. Oh, you can control it and do other things on there as well. So while he's doing that, you can tell him to talk. And you can decide what you want to do. You can pull it together, alarm, trill, break, freak, curt reply, danger, danger. I don't know if that's coming through on the mic. I think it isn't, so I'll have to keep talking while it's doing that. So otherwise you won't hear him say happiness confirmation. And the happy 3 chirp. Obviously, the traditional R2 noises all in there. Building freak out. I don't know what that means. Oh, it's building as in getting more insistent and more dangerous until he freaks out completely. So, yeah, R2 is complete. Hopefully, you've enjoyed the build. And, yeah, I shall say, thanks for watching. See you later, R2. I've put the screws in the panels, but I haven't actually connected everything up and put the blanking plates on. I shall do that, and he'll be finished. So, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. I shall see you very soon for the next build that's coming along from Fanhome and other manufacturers. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. Bye-bye for now.